Wow, it's been a whole year since my last video. Talk about a consistent upload schedule. Anyway, today I'm going to be making the knight from Hollow Knight as a doll. This video will probably have spoilers for Hollow Knight, so if you don't want to be spoiled, go away and then come back if you want. I don't really mind. So anyway, Hollow Knight is a game about bugs where you're a bug, you're the knight who's a bug, and you have to fight other bugs because there's an infection that's like mind controlling all the bugs. That's basically the gist of it. So I decided to make the knight as a doll because I really like this game. It's really good and everybody should go and play it. The doll that I'm using for this custom is an 11cm Abitsu body, which I bought from Parabox Online, which I will link in the description if you want to go and buy stuff from there. The doll has really good articulation and magnets in the feet, which are good because it comes with a stand that makes it really easy to stand up, which is useful unless you lose the stand like I did. It can also be completely disassembled, which is useful but also makes it quite easy to lose parts like the hands and the feet and stuff. The first thing I did was take apart the doll and paint all of the pieces black, because the knight under the cloak is made of the void, which is black, so I thought it would make sense if the doll was painted black. I think that after I painted these, I probably coated them with some kind of varnish, but I'm not entirely sure since I recorded this ages ago. Then I reassembled the doll, and this is what I got. I must have also painted the head at some point, because the next piece of footage I have is me filling in the eyes with white paint to kind of resemble the knight's shade, which is what happens when you die, and I think is the physical manifestation of the void. Don't quote me on that, because I'm not actually entirely sure what I'm talking about. I made some doll hair out of some brushed yarn wefts and then glued them straight to the head, which apparently I couldn't do while also being in frame. I made the knight's weapon out of some epoxy sculpt and a wooden skewer, but I ended up not liking how it turned out and made a different one later on. I also made the mask out of epoxy sculpt and then covered it in a lot of layers of white paint. Then I added the eyes to the mask with some black acrylic paint. I painted some blue fabric and made them a cape, and then I called the doll done. I was happy with how they looked, so I took some photos of them in my garden and just needed to edit and post the video. But the more I looked at them, the more I wasn't happy with them. So, like the great YouTuber I am, I basically remade the entire doll without filming any of it. I made them a new cloak, which looks a lot more natural than the old one and is more torn and weathered. The clasp of the cloak is supposed to be the Void Heart charm, which I chose because you can't remove it, so it made sense for it to be with you at all times. I also made them a shirt and some leggings, which I made by just cutting out the right shapes and sewing around the edges. The outfit still felt incomplete, so I made them a belt, some charms, and a map. The charms are supposed to be Wayward Compass and Weaver Song. I chose those because they look like some of the easier ones to make. I also made them a shoulder strap belt thing, which has another charm, the Nailmaster's Glory. The shoulder strap thing also holds the nail, which I made in the same way as the old one, and then painted with grey paint and added a layer of gloss varnish. The boots are made of the same fabric as the belts and are just the fabric sewn around the feet with some soles hot glued to the bottom. The mask is more or less the same, but I gave it a new coat of paint and changed the elastic to brown because it fit better with the rest of the outfit. I also had to repair the horns a few times. I also gave the entire doll a coat of gloss varnish because I couldn't get everything to be matte, so I decided it was going to be glossy instead. Then, when the doll was finally finished, I went to the park and took a lot of photos. The hair shows up purple in some of these for whatever reason, but I'm really pleased with them anyway. I hope this video was worth the wait, and I suppose I'll see you next time if I ever get round to making another one. Also, if anyone was wondering why I changed the channel name to Sid, it's because whenever I tell my friends I'm into doll customizing, they say, "Oh, like Sid from Toy Story," so that's why the channel name is now Sid.